Like ADV riding is just like 50% like, ooh, look at that, and 50% go. Kidding me? My foot. It's stuck under the bike.
All right, like we're currently in Florida. We're not gonna stay too long. We don't want to get too much of it on us. But we're going that way, from the bottom of Georgia, all the way to the tippy top of Georgia, Tennessee. We're gonna do it all off-road. Sand, mud, dirt, gravel, rocks, gnats, all the way from the plain flats of South Georgia, all the way up to the nice mountainy, rocky goodness of the North Georgia mountains. It's gonna be pretty cool. Of course, when I say all off-road, it's not gonna be all off-road. You have to connect them. So there's a little bit of pavement, which we're currently on. All right, we're all set up. Got our tents here. Camping on sand. That's a first. We're in Lake Park, Georgia. We're spitting distance from Florida. Me and my partner in grime here are all set up. Triple D, Chase T over there, trying to charge stuff up. The idea is tomorrow to put as much mileage as we can. Hopefully making, maybe further, we don't know. We're just gonna play it by ear. I like the idea of not putting a finite goal. Like we have an overarching end game, which is Tennessee, Georgia.
I think the goal for tomorrow is going to be get above the gnat line.
Get above the gnat line so we can sleep peacefully and be at camp peacefully. I like that idea. We've got some miles to put under us, that is for sure. That's it for tonight. I'm going to relax, be eaten alive by bugs, and then we'll wake up in the morning and then we'll start this business. Well, first off, I slept horribly. It's hot, it's gross. There's gnats everywhere. It's going to be hotter next week, so I'm glad we did this.
Wish we would have did it a month ago.
I wish we had done it a month ago, true. Our plan is loose at best, but the idea is to get above the gnat line today. Gnat line would be nice so that we can sleep comfortably and get close to the good riding that we're gonna do. All of this is gonna be probably hot garbage. A lot of sand. I don't know how the weather's been down in this part of the state. It could be really nasty. We'll see. We're all packed up. Food in the belly. We're ready to go.
You little tiny puppies. Hey, puppies. I don't know how people do it. I do not like sand. Welcome to the club, bud. Welcome to the club. Alright, so as you can see, we are on this godforsaken sand. I know at the rip we said it's going to be all off-road, and most of it is, but you can't be on the East Coast without hitting a little bit of pavement, even the most rural places. Our infrastructure is just a bit older, so we have more roads. So we will be doing some connecting roads. I think, if I remember correctly, it's close to 80% of this ride is going to be off-road, and most of that, I believe, is going to be above Atlanta. I think we'll see a lot of these sandy places and some paved roads down here, just because, you know, South Georgia is more rural, but it's got, you know, more farming and more ag and things like that, so they're a little bit more developed. This is going to be the let's just get all of this out of the way. No offense to anybody who might live here. I find South Georgia to be uninteresting as a motorcyclist. and sand even less so. So our goal is to get the hell away from this place and get some actual fun riding in. And who knows, we might have some fun. This is Dee's first time in sand, so who knows, we might end up loving it. I doubt it, but we'll see. Onward, mileage, mileage, mileage. Let's do it. Deep stuff. Getting silly with it. Whoa, 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 Finally, Chase, the one thing I have at least a little bit more experience with than you. I don't feel like kid helping his dad with the truck anymore. At least right now. This is dad asking me about computer stuff. Woo-hoo-hoo! That got silly as fuck. I almost saved it. I almost slid in like home base style. Alright. Yeah, here you go. Woo! Oh no. Come on. There we go. I'm gonna get some water. Alright, I'll get there eventually. Fix my mirror. Alright. Still in off-road mode? Okay, good. I want to get out of this nonsense. You gotta be kidding me. Alright. Yeah. I want to get out of this piece of little side piece. Let's hope my camera's alright. Yeah, that's what I've been trying to do. Ah, my foot! My foot! Ah, it's stuck under the bike. Ah! Ah! Oh, that weighs a lot. There you go. Take it. All right. And hey, yeah. Let me see if I can get up there where you are. Oh, I hate this. All right, hold on. Let me. My mirrors are just so jacked up. All right, let me see if I can get across and turned around. Baby steps. I don't know how the we're gonna get around all this to get turned around, but god damn it. Fuck me. Oh, this is so deep. Alright. That's what I get for talking all that a moment ago. Alright, small change of plans. Whatever the South's version of graded is, it seems to be what this has done. And I ain't trying to break a leg right now. So we're gonna do a small circumvent to try to see if we can get around some of this fresh. It's real deep. I don't think it's worth the risk. Maybe if I had a lighter bike and better tires. As it stands right now, that bike landing on my foot was not great. We'll catch back up when we get to greener pastures, as it were. Oof. Alright, this isn't so bad. It's a little sore. It does feel like it's swelling a little bit. It did get twisted a little bit, but it wasn't like crazy. But it was more the bonk on it, you know. We'll see how it feels here a little bit. I'm gonna keep my peepers peeled on it and see how it feels.
Alright, so in the last 30 miles, I've gone down 3 times. I had the bike land on my foot. It hurts a lot. I don't think it's broken or anything. It's definitely bruised. It's definitely swelling a little bit. This just solidifies my seething, raw hatred for sugar sand. The last time I was down here, I had some issues with it. Part of that is user error. Part of that is these tires, it's no good for sand at all. The limitations of these tires meet with the limitation of this rider, and it's not fun. It's also scorching hot. So we're taking a small little break, get hydrated, and then we're heading on the next leg. Thankfully, we started seeing more dirt and less sand, or more mixture of dirt in there. So knock on wood, the worst is behind us. Knowing that, it's gonna get real f***ed up. How do you feel first time on sand?
I don't like it. 2 out of 10.
2 out of 10, would not recommend. I think I cursed myself by saying it, but I was feeling super confident because I was in a situation where a Triple D had not been in before. So I felt like the consummate professional, and then I ate shit and almost broke my leg. So onward, more sand.
The student has become the master.
The student has become the master, and then the student once again. All right. We'll get all packed up. I can get more. Gotta finish my sody pop, and then we're on the road.
I know I like to crap on Florida for being flat and boring, and for the most part that's true, but sand is unforgiving. It demands a lot from your body and asks a lot from fitness and skill, both of which I am pretty lacking in.
So far the foot's okay. There's a couple of times when it was a little painful to stand, but I'm trying to, every chance I get, I'm trying to sit.
To say that I'm exhausted at this point would be an understatement. Between the physical pain of injuring my foot twice, to just the torment of super deep, soft sand for hours and hours on end, to now the pouring rain coming through. This trip has taken its toll on my body and my mind, and at this point I just want to get to our destination.
I just realized I look like I feel. We have had to take refuge underneath this tin structure, which in hindsight isn't a great idea in a Category 2 lightning storm. But we've got a small sliver of time to get away from the storm that is battering this area, and then up to our hotel. Because surprise, we're getting a hotel.
Alright, so you may notice we're in a hotel. It was a pretty brutal first day. We're in Macon, by the way. That was kind of unfun. My ankle is twice hit now. The second time I didn't have it in a camera trying because I was just like, we're just trying to make miles. It hurts a lot. I needed to soak it. I needed to clean myself and get a good night's sleep. See how the foot feels in the morning. Right now it is in a lot of pain. Bike fell on it. The bike slipped in the sand and the bike fell on it. Here's the thing. We've made it to Macon, so we're good. We're halfway through the majority of it. I will say, I don't know, I'll die on this hill. I don't like sand, or at least the kind of sand that I see in South Georgia and North Florida, or anywhere in Florida for that matter. If I had it to do again, I'd probably start from this area. One, the gnats. My other one, get me eaten alive out here. Didn't get a good night's sleep, and there's all sorts of like little, I guess sand fleas or something. I don't know. It's just gross. And a couple of armadillos, we could do without. I would skip it. If you're not as skilled in ATV riding, and sand in particular, I'd say it's a skip. Might be able to be okay if I had a more aggressive tires, but it is just not fun. So we're gonna rest and eat well and sleep well, clean ourselves, and then see what tomorrow brings. We had to take a couple of detours around some gnarly stuff, and then a class 2 or whatever thunderstorm. It was pink on the radar, which I've never seen. It was pretty gnarly. We got caught in a little bit of it, and then decided to hoof it around some of the off-road sections in that area so that we could get around the giant cell and then to our destination. Hopefully tomorrow it'll be better. Weather is weather. It happens. I was just more concerned about fucking up my ankle any more than it was. Alright, that's it. We're gonna get food, and then we'll see you boners in the morning. Ow.
Alright, man, I look horrible in the mornings. Do I always have these bags under my eyes when I wake up that you noticed? It is the next morning. I was having my coffee. Just having a bit of an existential crisis outside. There are two parts of my brain right now. The 22-year-old me, who is screaming to continue on. And then there's the 42-year-old me, just telling me to knock that off. There's no trophy at the end of this. There's no reason for me to push myself other than to just push myself for the sake of doing it. My foot hurts a lot. The swelling hasn't gone down, but the weight now on the foot is hurting like the twisting motion was yesterday. And I think hitting it twice in the same spot really put it over the edge. At the end of the day, I think that I'm going to have to admit defeat on this one, but the stakes are low because we can just do this again. And I just have to be honest with myself and good to myself. I could probably push it, and then who knows what we're going to see when we're up there. And the last thing I want is to complicate this in a more remote or more dangerous and hard to reach area. So that's both cord, which sucks. It does make me angry a little bit because, like I said, there's a part of me that's just like, keep going, you fool. I have to be responsible at this age because I don't recover as quick and the injuries can come at me harder. Well, we can just do it again. That's the thing. The beauty of this is that it's not win or lose. It's just like, all right, well, it didn't happen this time. Maybe just take the lessons that I learned and attack it again.
And I think we would have been better if we weren't loaded too.
Yeah, fully loaded, not going to happen again. Maybe some more appropriate tires, And also, maybe next time we'll check the weather a little bit better. So there's a few things we can do differently. I'm excited to try it again, and that's the beauty of this, is that there is no, like, we're not under a contract to finish this ride. And I have to keep telling myself like that. It's okay. It's okay to fail.
There's no trophy at the end.
Yeah, exactly. There's no trophy at the end. Nobody's waiting for us at the top to sign something. Like, you know, there's no autographs or photos. It's a challenge that we put against ourselves, and it didn't work out for me. But you live to ride another day, and that just means that we can attack it again at some point.
Yeah.
But I'm having to, against my inner child's worst intentions, I'm gonna have to do the responsible adult thing, which I'm sure my wife will appreciate. That's gonna be it. It's sad. Part of me is like, still, as I'm talking to you guys, part of me is still just telling me to suck it up and go. And then this is how I know I've matured. The other part of me is much louder right now. So that's it. We'll try it again one day. Perhaps better prepared.